like. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than...
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Levis will look to throw on the first play from scrimmage. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Levis sets up to throw here. It's complete. Burks. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and they will set up a third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Lockett. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Barlow. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge it? This is going to be fun.
Now a second and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. This defense for the Seahawks, they have certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Levis is... Now the ball comes loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. They'll try the right side with Henry. Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Levis to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Seahawks at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Down the sideline he goes. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Barlow. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4.
Here we go, set. At the 5-yard line.
Quickly completed to the right flank. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barlow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
Ready.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Down. Ready.
Back to throw. Barlow. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Looking to throw. Barlow. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal.
On the set.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Ready.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Let's go.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Set.
Back to throw. Barlow. Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Levis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the offense, they'd really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Levis is that's taken in by Okonkwo. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Henry running right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Levis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Levis from the gun. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. DJ Jones. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Throw here, taken in by Riley, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Barlow sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here we go.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Levis. Pass to the tight end, Riley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling.
And Levis going to change the play.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Levis. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This is a half of not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Levis. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this one will be returned to right around the 30. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick-6 last week. Not a pick-6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you.
Here we go.
So that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Levis back to throw. That pass taken in by Burks.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. This time they stay on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
48 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
10 cycles. Slide through.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Smith and Jigba in motion right.
He hits his target. Lockett. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 27 yards. And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 28-0.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. Let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having, because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive up. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barlow.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Levis looking to throw.
They set up the screen for Henry. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now it's Lockett. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barlow, he'll find Metcalf. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And the Titans, 1st down.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5.
Levis looking to move him around a bit.
42-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
19 Tiger.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Let's go now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Blue check. Ready.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powerful.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Through the middle of the field. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Ready.
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
86 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw in that play with a loss.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Ready?
And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So the victory here for Seattle. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.